Hi, everybody. It's Pastor Matt with your weekly web update. I know many of you are anxious, wanting to know when we are going to get back together in person for worship. Well, the answer is not at least until the end of June. We are taking things very slowly. We want to make sure that everybody stays safe. The coronavirus is by no means under control, and until we can have widespread testing and tracing in place, it's still not safe for everybody to be together. The council is putting together a reopening task force that will be looking at all of the best possible practices for us when we get together to prevent COVID 19. Now, just as worship has been a little different for all of us since we've gone online, worship is going to be different in person as well. There will not be any passing of the peace. There won't be any passing of the offering plate. And we probably will continue our drive through communion until further notice, simply because we are trying to mitigate the spread of coronavirus. And one of the big difficulties without testing and tracing is that people may be infected with the coronavirus and not even know it. So, our first and foremost thought is for the safety of the members of the congregation and their families and their neighbors. We want to be sure that Christ the King is not a hot spot where coronavirus flares up. So, we will be taking all of the social distancing precautions that we can, including asking everybody to wear masks and stay apart from each other. So please stay tuned. The task force will be coming out with recommendations to the council, and as we move forward, we will keep you informed with as much as we know. The problem is we simply just don't know enough right now. And I'm sure some of you may say, well, I can stand in line at Target. Why can't I come and sit and be in worship with other people? Well, sitting in an enclosed space, and in particular a space where there is air conditioning that blows around, is conducive to getting people infected. Places like supermarkets have a large enough space and they are limiting the capacity of people who can come in there. Right now, what we need to do is study the airflow patterns of our sanctuary and make sure that everything is working the way that it should to keep cycling air through. I know all of this sounds really boring and technical. The truth of the matter is we want to be sure that we are relying on the best science and medical advice possible when we get together to stay safe. The church has never been closed. We have just moved to online worship so that we can continue to proclaim the gospel. And I know that you miss physically being together with your friends and your family members from Christ the King. And I miss having all of you here with me as well. So I ask that you continue to pray for our leadership and know that you are in my prayers. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. Send me an email or call me on my cell phone. We'll see you this weekend online for worship.